I'm not just the host of a show. In the daytime, I also preside over a courtroom. It's kind of like Judge Judy, but without the Judy part. But the cases are real. We went to LA County Small Claims Court. We found some real cases, litigants and whatnot, and persuaded them to let their cases be heard by me, also known as Judge James.
This is the plaintiff, Mike Mackay. He claims the defendant, Gene Stinnett, a legendary hot rod mechanic, did a subpar job replacing the engine in his classic car. When his automobile would not go fast, he was furious. He's suing for $5,000. This is the defendant, Gene Stinnett. He claims he replaced the engine 4 years ago, and its failure after 500 miles was due to an oil pump malfunction caused by the plaintiff. It's the case of the little engine that couldn't.
Raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They're actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims to have their case decided here by Judge James.
Do you swear on this stack of Oprah's magazine to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help Opio.
I do.
Okay. Rise for your Judge James.
Opia?
Oh, Oprah. I make a mistake.
All right. You may be seated.
Sit down in the courtroom. The litigants are...
The what?
Litigants are blessing your honor.
The litigants are blessing your honor?
No, the litigants are swearing in your honor.
What?
The litigants are swearing in your honor.
Oh, the litigants are swearing in your honor.
That's right, your honor.
All right, go stand in the corner.
All right, thanks.
All right. Michael Mackay?
Yes.
You are the plaintiff. You are suing Gene Stinnett?
Yes.
For $5,000 because you claim he knowingly sold you an engine he'd ruined, correct?
Yes.
Mr. Stinnett, you claim you replaced the engine 4 years ago, and you're not at fault for whatever problems the engine may have now.
Correct. Yes.
Now, Gene, I've known about 7 years, and in the Antelope Valley, he has a real strong name for building engines. His son has been in national magazines, along with Gene. You'll see his name on the front here.
You see his name in the front here.
Okay.
And in the articles, his son gives credit to his dad for him learning how to build these engines.
Sounds like Mike is a big fan of yours, Gene.
Oh, I always was. He and I were great friends for about 7 years.
But you're not now.
No.
Why?
Because all I've been through. As I talked to him about putting a new engine in the car, he said, well, I'll just build you an engine. The first day that we got the car, as soon as I pulled out, the oil gauge was bouncing around 30 pounds. So I went home, called up Gene, and told him, Gene, something's wrong with the oil pump. Can you check this thing out? And he says, there's not a thing wrong with it. And he blew up. I know every screw, every bolt, everything to that car. I used to drag race myself for a lot of years.
Drag racing is when you race dressed as a woman?
Pardon me? Well, no.
Gene, what happened? Why didn't you go over to check it out?
I knew it wasn't the oil pump, Your Honor.
Thanks for calling me Your Honor, by the way. I appreciate it. It's nice, right?
Yeah, it's very nice.
It is nice.
Thank you.
You knew it wasn't the oil pump? Why?
Because we had tests on the test stand, and it held a perfect 60 pounds. If you look at the specs from a General Motors engine...
Guillermo, do you understand any of this?
No, but I want to use the restroom. Can I take a
go
little
ahead.
bit? This is boring.
Your Honor, I represent Street Riders Against Drugs. That car has been to numerous schools.
What is the program, Street Riders Against Drugs?
I take the car to schools, talk to kids, and saying, instead of getting involved in all these drugs, spend your money in a car, build a car.
And now you realize that maybe you made a mistake, and maybe drugs would have been a better idea.
Well...
Right, Gene?
That's right. Correct.
Is it true, Mr. Stinnett, that you tried to sell Mr. Mackay's son drugs?
Never. I don't deal in drugs. I've never had a drug in my life.
You want to get high after the show?
No, I don't think so.
I did want to say one thing, though. The oil problem started the very first day I drove it, which was...
You got a banana in the bathroom?
Yeah, I was hungry.
You go get me all that stuff. Bring me all those folders and everything.
Hold the banana for me.
Well, I apologize for the bailiff. It's very unprofessional.
All this? That's it?
You brought a lot of stuff, huh?
Some of it is my Street Rotters Against Drugs. See, when I do those shows, this is what I hand all the kids out. And they color it all in.
Guillermo, bring that stuff over here. So the kids then color this in and then they don't do drugs?
Hey, Your Honor, what the happened to my banana?
You can't use profanity in my court like that.
Sorry, what happened?
Your Honor ate your banana is what happened. Now go back to your spot.
All right.
Did you wash your hands after the bathroom?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good.
All right, I'll go back to my corner.
All right, I am going to my chambers. I'm gonna take a little nap.
Can you bring coffee for everybody?
No, I cannot. And when I return, I will rule on this case.
I have something I wanted to say.
We'll talk
more?
again when
Oh,
we
yeah,
come
more?
back.
Okay.
Hold on to your parts.
Will Judge James rule that the plaintiff is entitled to damages regardless of his sunglasses? Or will he rule in favor of the defendant, who's almost asleep? Judge James' verdict when we return. This drug-free daredevil dad claims he bought a bad motor and this grease monkey grandpa wishes he was home watching The Mentalist. Judge James is about to rule. Let's listen.
Well, gentlemen, you both seem like very nice guys. You both seem like earnest guys.
I had one thing I wanted to say, Your
What
Honor.
was that?
Oh my
This-
God.
This is the problem really was.
Yeah, listen. I don't know anything about cars. I'm totally confused. I'm bored.
Yeah,
I'm
me
starting
too.
to get hungry.
Yeah, me too.
What I'm mostly concerned about is your friendship. That's, I think, what needs to be reestablished here. So I know that you're the defendant. You're not actually suing for an amount of money. I know you are suing for an amount of money. What I would like to do is give each of you $2,500 on the condition that you kiss each other in this courtroom. Do you accept this?
No.
What about a hug? Mr. Mackay, I will advise you that this would be a very wise move.
I would like to explain this.
No, I don't want to hear about it.
No, I don't want to hear that.
I want to see you two become friends again. I really would. And I think that maybe there were some things wrong with the engine. Maybe you were driving Mr. Stinnett crazy. And I think that you need to get back to your work getting kids off drugs with cartoons and stuff.
That don't fix it.
What doesn't?
$2,500.
How much would fix the engine?
Basically $3,000 because they said the engine's shot.
All right, I'll give you $3,000. Will you guys just hug each other for God's sake? I rule in favor of everybody.
Bye, Judge James.
All right, Judge James has rendered his verdict. Let's talk to the litigants now. First, the defendant. Now, you were awarded $2,500 just basically to hug the plaintiff. And you weren't asking for money, really. How does
No,
that feel?
I wasn't. No, that was excellent, you know.
And to celebrate the verdict, will you and your wife be making sweet, sweet love tonight?
Oh, I think so, yes.
Attaboy. Go get him, Hot Rod. All right. All right, and now we have the plaintiff. Plaintiff was awarded $3,000. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you have a message for children out there, for kids?
Stay away from drugs. Here's a good example of a guy that never did drugs.
All right, there you go. Good job. It's gonna be a total stoner.
On the next Judge James.
What is a pre-prom champagne party?
The whole thing was tacky.
She said it was $600. It looked like $6.
Who's this naked person?
Should be no one on that phone.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. Are you sad that the video is over? Well, subscribe to our YouTube channel and you will never be sad again, ever.